So Dad's Old Number is not, but you said it's very personal too, so why is that so personal?
Yeah, you know, the last album was titled "You Should Be Here," and that's a song I did write. Probably the most special song I've ever written about losing my father several years ago, and just the stories I've heard from that. I knew that I wasn't the only one, but man, to hear the stories, you realize how good you have it sometimes when you hear other people's stories, and I found comfort in that, and just knowing how many people it's helped through tough times. When I heard Dad's Old Number, this song isn't just about losing somebody. This is about the emotion. It doesn't have to be your dad. If you've lost anybody, I mean, you always have that number in your phone that you wish, man, you just want to pick it up and call it one more time. And I've called my dad's old number several times, and there's a lady that has it. I don't know who she is. I always just hang up because I know she's not going to understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's kind of what this song is just calling somebody, saying, hey, this has been me the whole time calling. I'm sorry, this is my dad's old number, and I'm probably going to call it again at some point when I need it. So yeah, it's a special song, one of the most unique written songs I've ever heard.
My God, I'm getting emotional.
I'm telling you, it's the song of the album. I don't care what kind of music you like, that's real life right there. So yeah, and just to know, and even the people, hopefully everybody can't relate to that, but you know, I've had friends that they're still close with their dads. They heard this song and it scared them to death. They're like, you know, and I want them, if it makes them, hey, call somebody love, tell them that right now. That's, you know, if a song makes you think like that, then I'm doing what I want to do.
So why did you title the album All of It?
You know, when you're making an album, one of the things you have to do is you have to name it. What's the title going to be? Sometimes it's a song on the album, sometimes it's just whatever you want it to be. But to me, I thought I had some good options. You know, Reason to Drink, The Ones Who Got Me Here. I thought that was going to be, you know, one of the titles of the album. But sure enough, the last song I recorded was titled All of It. And went in, I heard the song. I thought I was done with the album. I heard it, and I said, I can't imagine anybody else but me singing this. So we went in the studio, recorded it, the last song we recorded, and I just felt like, you know, not the song so much, but just the title of it, all of it, it represents the entire album. I think, you know, life, there's a lot of emotions, you know, and I think in 12 songs, you know, it's a roller coaster. I think you get a little bit of everything, so I thought All of It was the perfect title.
If someone told you in 2007, after you graduated college, that in 2018 you'd be releasing your third album, it's been a really quick road for you. Like, I know it's been a lot of work.
Oh, absolutely, but
I mean, you really broke the scene, really, like quite
right out
quickly
the.
once.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's why I'm so thankful, because I've been around the business long enough to know that this is not a normal start to anybody's career. This is extraordinary, but I know that that's come with my team, a lot of hard work, and like I said, timing's everything. I thought I was ready before I got my record deal, but I would have messed it up, I think, if it had been any sooner. So I'm just thankful to, yeah, I get to do what I love every night, and you know, I can't not smile about that. So.
Yes, yes. And lastly, so once you left school, you sold merchandise for Luke Bryan on his tour. What was that like? And are you guys buddies now?
Oh yeah, yeah. We went to the same college, same fraternity. He was a couple of years ahead of me, but yeah, he's one of the big reasons I moved to Nashville. I was always a huge fan of his music, his songwriting, and he was one of the guys that made me want to write my own songs. I just knew how music made me feel, you know, and to be able to make other people feel like that. That's why I moved to Nashville. But you know, you got to get your foot in the door. I needed a job. He needed a merch guy to sell his T-shirts, and so I was like, yeah, I'll go out one weekend, and I stayed out there for 3 years with him. And just looking back, you know, that's not why I moved to town to sell T-shirts, obviously, but those, you know, those lessons, you know, the experience of being on the road. I think when I finally got my record deal and got my chance, it's almost like I'd been there. I'd seen what an artist has to do, what goes into it, and you know, how to treat people, it's just I wouldn't trade those, you know, those T-shirt days for anything. To go from selling somebody's T-shirts to writing a #1 song for them to touring with them, that's about as full circle as I can imagine. So
it's
yeah.
really awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited to hear everything.
Thank you. I can't wait for you to hear it. Yeah.